finally you go back to an MLS team. How do you prep in such little time against a squad you've never faced and some of these players have never faced in such little time?
In the same way we would the Mexican opponents. You watch the film, you dissect them, and you look at strengths and weaknesses. You look at them with the ball, without the ball, transition moments, and try to put together a game plan on how we'll go against them in the phase of the game. It's no different. Nothing changes. We're a little bit more familiar with these players just because they're within our league. But we've had plenty of time. Had a few days. Don't need a week to prepare for teams, and especially at this point in the season, because a lot of it is who we are, and we know what we have to get better at. And if we do that, we tend to think we'll be successful. But of course, there's a very good team. They're here for a reason. They're gritty. They are collective. They're well coached, and it'll be a very, very tough match, but one we're looking forward to.
All right. Have you and the staff noticed any knocks or fatigue throughout the squad?
But each game is different. Every player has different minutes under their belt. I thought last game there was some heavy legs, but again, some of that is it's 95 degrees outside during the game, and we're training in some serious elements here, as a lot of the country is, but certainly it's more extreme here in Texas. So it's something we're conscious of. We're always looking at, and freshening up the group is sometimes important, but so is rhythm, and it's an important game. So we want to put our best foot forward with our group, but we have to be smart about that as well. But we've had 3 games or 3 days in between games, 4 days. 4 days in between, which is a good amount of time to recover and make sure we're ready to go again.
How have you and the staff continued to work on dangerous set pieces?
Putting a lot of time into it, both in the after training, in the film room, and also on the field. So it's something we have to get better at. Okay, on the defensive end, but we're not getting those kind of free moments or free goals on set pieces. We're not dangerous enough. So we just keep working on it. And it's service, it's timing. Let's make sure we understand our roles, and it's also mentality. Part of scoring set pieces is being a killer and going to get the ball and being brave. So there's that part and the roles. So we try to keep pushing both of those components.
Any additional questions here in the room? We'll transition with questions on Zoom. If you have a question, click the raise your hand button on the gym. We'll start with John Luco. John, go ahead, please.
Ben, just a 2-part question. First part is what I think that Griffin Dorsey's play on both sides of the pitch has been outstanding in this tournament. What have you seen from him that you've liked the most? And the second part of my question is, as you said, you are a little more familiar with Charlotte than you would be with Liga MX teams because these players are in your league, but they have a very good midfield. Swiderski seems to be finding some form. Kalina's already been excellent in 2 penalty shootouts in this tournament. What do you think are the biggest challenges that they present to you?
I echo what you're saying on them. The goalkeeper's very high level. Not only making saves, but his feet and his ability to retain possession and kind of gives them different looks in their build. As I said, they're well coached. I think both sides of the ball, they're very clear on what they're doing, and it's going to be a tough matchup. We don't know Charlotte. They're in the East. We're not as familiar with them as we would be in Austin or Dallas or LA, but we've been watching them over the last 2 years, and they've done a very good job. They seem like they can go in different ways. They can build. They like to switch the point of attack. Swiderski's a real talent and is really well rounded. Right, good passer, clever with the final ball, but also is just relentless and keeps on the move and is really smart and clinical in and around the box. The new 10 that they're signing, we're aware of him and what he brings to the game. Another guy that can unlock teams in the final third, and speed out wide in the wide back spots, up and down. They've got a few wrinkles tactically that are different with Privet and him coming into the midfield. So there's some wrinkles there, and we understand, again, what they are. We have a game plan to deal with that. Whether it works, I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll go next to Dustin Richardson. Dustin, go ahead, please.
Hey, Ben.
So you know what? Go back. Griffin Dorsey. Sorry, that was a 2-point question. I can't handle 2 questions at one time.
Go ahead. We'll come back to you.
Griffin has been great. I've said it after the game. He's been really, I'm so happy for him that he's kind of solidified that right back spot, and he's been great, as you said, both the ball, getting service, being dangerous, keeping them on their toes on the opponents in their defensive half, but also doing a very good job of reconnecting to the line and individual defending, back stick. He's in good form. Sorry, Dustin, go ahead.
Hey, man, no problem. Hey, you guys, obviously in the semifinals of the Open Cup, now here in the Leagues Cup. What's it about the mentality of this team, kind of in these do or die, tournaments like this?
I don't know. I don't know if there's, we've been resilient through these cup games. We've not always played the best, but we've managed to find ways to squeak a few out. And some of it's chance, some of it's playing at home. There's some things that went our way, but there's definitely a mentality here that I like. And it's one that we're trying to work on and cultivate as we kind of continue to grow this culture into one that is a winning one. And as I've said many times, winning's a habit, and anytime we step on the field, we want to get a result, whether it's in a PK or in a shootout or in regular time. It doesn't matter. It's the same feeling. It's the same breeding of a winning culture, and so we've been able to do that in the cup competition so far. But again, that's. There's something at the end, and you want to go get that the cup and all the rewards that come with these things, or else you fall short. You put a lot of energy and time into it, and so we'll continue to try to get that carrot at the end of this.
All right. Any additional questions from Zoom? Just a second. Okay. Not seeing any. Coach.
Recording stopped.